Okay, welcome back everyone to Hooked on You. My name is CrypticVI, as always. We are still playing the Dead by Day dating sim. It's strange, and I'm falling in love with the spirit, and that's what I want. That's who I want. If you enjoy, please, if you want me to find love, if that's what it is, please hit that subscribe button down below. That'd be fantastic. If you do, Wraith will get Wraith. We'll get the spirit. Oh fuck! Don't tell the spirit, but I fucked up. I've got Wraith on the mind. The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat. I read that. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to be really embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, come on, we're still trying to be mysterious here. You think the mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there. That is true. If they were just constantly punching themselves in the face. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's the only one thing. Think about it, love it. Number two is no number two. One less thing to worry about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You may have noticed, but mostly it's just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behaviour of the groups, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation. They want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? I'm sorry. Actually, it's not the food or the company. It's just super self-conscious how I look when I eat. I was just pretending to be grossed out by dinner so I'd have an excuse not to chew in front of everyone. Sorry if that made things awkward. I'm actually extremely hungry. Yeah, watching people eat is gross, but try to adapt. And not to worry about what everyone thinks. I love you. It's so important to always remember people are watching you, judging you, definitely not ignoring you, right? Guys, is anyone listening to me? Typically a group that includes one, if not more cannibals staring at you with meat juice dripping from their chins would be quite scary. However, right now you're barely able to keep your head up, let alone get scared and run away. I'm a narrator, not a physician, so please don't take this as a medical advice, but I'm pretty sure you need to eat to stay alive. Oh hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor and guide, narrator to the narrator, the ocean. I'm not sure how I feel about this characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you. Not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something worse. Science scene's over and having to fast forward back to where you were. Am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague. Mysterious. I've got to give up to this ocean character. There's some quality early game storytelling. Hold on. I'm back. This ocean bitch needs to leave. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now, but some of them I liked, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like, for the choices might be yours to make, but they're mine to reward. Oh shit. You wake up to find spirit holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Don't you just love the ocean at night? I do. Staring out over the vast darkness of the ocean really validates the feelings inside me that were all truly significant, and the only thing worth pursuing is revenge. I have to wonder, how could anyone believe anything else? You look out into the darkness of night and ponder her question. Well, it's simple. Well, it's a simple question. How could they? How could anyone not... Tits! How will anyone not feel small and alone in the face of such a massive nothingness? You found someone special? I used to feel that way, small, unimportant, alone, but lately I'm not so sure. I've started to feel different. I've started to actually think that maybe this island is where I might meet someone special. You look at Spirit, who has turned from the ocean to look at you while you speak on this topic. She's clearly so passionate about it. A friend, perhaps something more? I don't know what this island has planned for me. Ha! A friend? Friends are just cowards who seek comfort in numbers. I had friends once, back before I was chopped into a bunch of pieces by my father. Sorry? Friends aren't what's keeping me held together. I'm floating in a cloud of rage. Ugh, I was so dumb, so busy trying to please everyone and be the perfect student, the perfect employee, the perfect daughter. I didn't take care of myself, and now I'm all I've got. Worst of all, I got distracted from my true purpose, my destiny, that purpose that was sitting inside me my whole life. Okay, this might sound a bit silly, but Spirit looks around to see if there's anyone else on the beach. When she's convinced that it's only you two, she continues. There's a dragon that lives inside me. I've always known, but I've tried to ignore it. When I couldn't ignore it, I tried to push it down. I'm so stupid. You're not stupid, and that sounds badass. Right? But I didn't let it out, and then I chop, and now that dragon's pretty much a one-track revenge beast. But enough about me. What is inside of you, stranger? No dragon, just a lot of fire. A raging inferno, in fact, begging to burn this whole place down if I let it out. Maybe I am the dragon. I'm sorry, but you're no dragon. And breathing fire, that's some hobbit-type nonsense. I'm a descendant of proud samurai. Our dragons are a whole nother level. Oh, man. Just things are really heating up. You hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. Mate, you see anyone with a clipboard, I don't care where you're from, whatever country, you're off. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick, no time for excuses. Well, there is. But that's scheduled for what comes after the flirting. Go, 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 go! Get out! Get to the campfire. We've got to get some flirting done. Once everyone gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, so don't worry, hasn't been sticking to the schedule. Look at you there. That means that we're behind on time for evening activities, and we'll only have time for one person to share this special spooky nighttime story. Just one story, but story time is my favourite activity. This is a narrative heavy experience. You're telling us that the only person who gets to share, how will we decide who? Oh great, we have to decide as a group. That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'm going to chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realise this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. So, sorry everyone, I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before, even though it's taken some pressure off me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule, even once? Damn it, Donald. Am I actually called Donald? I'm not, I'm Love McChew. Damn it, Donald, if you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick and then I'll drown you in his blood. Cynthia. In his blood, Cynthia. Fuss and muss are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash and slice. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounced my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Called nobody. But we still got to get started on story time. So, Love McChew, who do you think should go? Ah, damn it, that's a name. Please pick somebody quickly so that the tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. Someone's got to go. Trapper mate. Whoa, this entire experience really being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will ya? Yes, of course, you want to hear my story? It's a good one, an old one too. This is an infamous tale about two young friends from my hometown. Best buds who did everything and anything together. Sorry, don't know why I clicked that. Who did everything together. Fish, hunt, fight, skip rocks, climb the tallest trees, climb the highest peaks. The more dangerous something was, the more they wanted to do it. But everything changed one day when the slightly older friend asked the other for a favour. My father doesn't want me going out with you anymore. He said we're dangerous together. We take risks. We shouldn't. And if I keep hanging out with you, he says one day I'm going to get hurt. Do you think you could come by and tell my dad we'll be careful so we can still be friends? Of course, said the other friend, who was always eager to please his best mate. So the two went to see the concerned father, who puffed away at his pipe as he listened to every promise his son's pal made about being more cautious. But when the slightly younger and slightly smaller boy finished, his friend's father responded, stone-faced, "No, sorry. This is best for both of you. I don't want my son hanging out with you anymore, and that's that." The young boy was so crestfallen he left immediately. No one would see him cry. He would not give them the satisfaction. Especially because if they did, they might tell others in town and they'd all think him weak. Worse, his own father would never forgive his son for letting others see him that way. But he was too upset. There was so much things that happened. But he was too upset to go home right away or to be spotted on the path, so instead he sat outside his friend's house in the little hiding spot they had often sat in during rainstorms, or when they didn't want anyone to see them trade the interesting rocks they dug up. It was quiet as he stifled his own tears, and that's when he heard it. A sound, and odour wafting alongside the pipe smoke carried on dark wings. Betrayal. Thanks, Dad. I didn't want to hang out with him anymore, but I didn't want to tell him that. He'd be a big baby about it. Oh shit. It's okay. I get it. Don't blame you at all either. He's soft and needy. You need strong friends. Someday you really would have ended up getting hurt because of him. You need friends you can rely on. Trapper looks angry. The muffled tears stopped with a hiding spot that had been a pit of sadness now overflowed with rage. The boy went home. If anyone passed him on the path, all they saw was determination. That night he spoke to no one. He ate no dinner. He slept no sleep. The next day he got up early and sat near the tallest tree in the woods by his former friend's house. It was the one tree no kid in town had ever conquered. Its top remained untouched. He remained there till dark before he finally went home. He did this for 8 days. On the ninth, his old mate finally passed by. "Hey, what are you doing here?" asked the Judas. "Nothing. Out hunting squirrels and shut down to eat his apple," like the other boy. "Oh, yeah, sure. I hope you're okay. I can't believe my dad did that. It's so unfair." "Yes, it was truly unthinkable," answered the boy through a smile that carried no warmth. "Yeah, well, okay, I'll see you around." But before the betrayer could leave, his old friend called out to him. "I'm going to climb this tree," he said. "I'm going to make it to the top." "The hell you are. No one can do that. I definitely can't do it by themselves." He had him. "I can, and I will. I understand why you can't, though. Your dad said you'd afraid and get hurt." "I'm not afraid. He's afraid," replied the friend, now seething with shame and with his own rage. "I forget what my done old father said. I'll do it with you. You see that I'm not afraid." And so the two climbed and climbed, each to make it higher than they ever had before. And they continued to climb. But whether they would have reached the top, they will never know, because the turncoat the boy had made his father lie for him fell before he could make it all the way up. Some say it was no accident, that his old chum pushed him. But how could he? He was the weak one after all. Of course, such a weak child could never send his best friend to his death. This was an accident, tragic for sure, but nothing more, of course. A month later, though, no one could explain how the dead boy's father choked to death on his own pipe. Yeah, definitely a good cause staying quiet after that. Silence is really best at this time. And the silence is going to envelop the last of this episode, I'm afraid. That's where we're going to end. That was a good story. So Trapper killed his best mate and put his pipe down his dad's throat. That sounded a lot more suspicious than it needed to do. I'm so sorry. I never yawn this much in videos. I'm tired, okay? I'm tired. It's my first day off in a while. And I'm just tired. That's all it is. Little Deadpool nearly fell off. But if you enjoy I'm going to have a stroke. I'm going to have a coffee and wake myself up. Oh, I didn't get milk. Anyway, if you enjoy the episode, please feel free. Leave a like, drop a comment, and tell me who you would have gone for in this little dating simulator. But for now, look after yourselves. Peace.